You are watching the FC podcast. Give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a like and enjoy.
Good afternoon, everybody. We would like to announce that this episode is being brought to you by our brand new official sponsor, Print-Ins. Print-Ins is your online shop for prints and posters for any interest that you like, for in your house, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, on your walls.
Doesn't have to be, and they can put it anywhere you please. Head over to their website, we'll pop it down in the bio below. Use code FCPOD.
The FC Pod?
The FC Pod. Use code the FC Pod. 10% off. Cheers.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the FC podcast. This is episode number 25. We are here with Tully. And yes, we'd like to open up by thanking our official sponsors, ADA Creations and Print-In Shop. If you want to go and buy something from Print-In Shop, use the code FCPOD10 for a 10% discount.
No, you've got it wrong this time. It's the FC Pod.
It's the FC Pod.
It's the FC Pod.
It's the FC Pod for a 10% discount.
Ha, it's normally me that gets that wrong.
Yeah.
Just before we kick off the podcast, I've had a very strange occurrence happen to me this week.
Oh, okay. Let us know.
Well, all I'm saying is it involved a dog, an old lady, and hot chocolate.
That's as far as you got with me?
That's as far as I got to you telling you. I'm pretty sure I messaged you the day it happened, right? So I was walking through town.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it was last Sunday. It was last Sunday. So it was hot. And I was having a lovely day.
It was wham.
Was walking through town. It was about 11 o'clock in the morning. I had little hot chocolate from, the little co-op machines you can get. Yeah. Little cost machines in co-op. They do caramel ones in Ellesmere. It was immense. So I'm in there, have that, boom, walk out. There's an old lady across the road. And she's crossing the road with a little dog, like a little cockapoo.
Yeah.
And suddenly, this cockapoo just dashes off. She drops a lead. And I'm like, oh, shit. But it's like quite a big cockapoo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something here. So I sort of like run into the road and lean down to grab the dog because it's running towards me. So I'm like, I need to help this woman here. It's like naturally, you don't look like she's stressing. She's shouting his name. She looks like she's going to cry. I'm like, she needs help. So this dog runs across the road. I bend down to go and grab it. And let me tell you, this dog must have had some mad burst of strength because it just bang straight through me. Like I'm quite a small bloke.
Cockapoo.
Well, it was like a big cockapoo.
Right.
It's like a cock of shit. But it was. I reckon it was about this big. Like it was quite a large dog.
A large poo.
Larger than average.
Yeah, larger than your average
yeah.
cockapoo. Like it was big enough to pull the lead out of her hand.
Like that. There she is.
It's an old woman though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she wasn't that old. She was
How old was she?
I reckon
12.
I pictured like 70, 80.
I reckon she's like mid-60s.
Okay.
She still got it then. She's
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah, she's still got a bit about her. The fingers haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
Should have worded that better. But yeah, literally, this dog has just dashed it around and gone straight through me. I had hot chocolate in my hand. That goes everywhere.
Lovely
Light shirt
stuff.
on.
Lovely stuff.
I had to go home. I was going to have a nice little walk. Absolutely mortified. That happened to me.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, sorry. I'll let you continue now with your intro. I just had to get that off my chest.
I would say we are here with Tully. Tully, tell us a little bit about you.
It's always an horrible question, that, isn't it?
Yeah, because to be honest, because you never think you actually do that much, but then you speak to other people and they're like, "No, man, like you fucking do this, and that." But like,
yeah, you can swear. Don't worry.
Right, okay. Yeah, I feel like I do fuck all, man. to put it straight. I got popular making, like even saying that I got popular, I just fucking hate saying it.
Oh no, you're doing all right.
I get a decent amount of views on TikTok, Instagram, mainly Instagram at the moment.
Yeah, you're flying on Instagram.
Kind of started on TikTok, posting the same stuff on Instagram. Now working for the United Stand, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. That's my main thing at the moment. That's like the biggest thing I'm doing, the United Stand stuff.
Do you that regularly?
Yeah, but I do now. Next season is going to be my first full season.
So you'll be working with sort of like Beth Tucker, Mark Goldbridge, Faz?
Not Faz. He's no longer there. I've kind of took his place.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
me and Faz had beef at Brain Changes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come?
He dropped an album on me.
Oh, did he?
So I tried to fold him.
Oh, wow.
And I'm on the ball.
No, that's fair enough.
It wasn't really beef.
Oh.
I got a bit wound up.
Yeah. Do you know what? He was
ginger
dead nice. He was dead nice when I spoke to him at Brain Changes, and I kind of knew what was. It was a bit weird because like. It was my first time meeting him. Obviously, I knew him from watching United Stand. Nothing had been said yet, but I kind of knew that like they were moving him on, and I was.
Yeah.
You were coming in for him.
Yeah, no, it hadn't been said yet, but I could tell that was what was happening. So I did speak to him, and I was asking him like, what's going on? Have you heard anything? And he just didn't really want to speak about it. To be fair, which was it's fair enough. It's probably stressful for him, so
yeah.
So what's your position going to be there then? Is it just sort of going to be doing what Goldbridge does, like sort of streaming the games, sort of doing it every Saturday or whatever?
I started off doing the fan forum stuff, so it was like a panel of usually 4 people. I think we've done 3 in the past sometimes. It's like panel of 3 or 4 people after the game. It's just a match reaction after the game. You spend an hour talking about it. Started off with them. I've done a few pre-match shows, so like build-up shows. I've done a couple of those. I've been doing the Euro stuff with Beth recently.
Yeah, I did see some of that.
Yeah, so I've been covering the Euros games with Beth. The coolest one I did was I covered one of Mark's 8 p.m. shows. Yeah, so Mark was at a charity match. I don't know if you two were there. It was in Nottingham. I can't remember the name.
No, it was Luke.
Andy's Man Club.
We were meant to be there.
Awareness for Andy's Man Club.
Yeah. Mark was there, so we couldn't do the 8 p.m. show. So they asked me if I wanted to do it. I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Smashing.
No, it's immense. I was only joking. Faz was pretty sad with it. No, but I just.
No, I actually liked the guy. I thought he was dead sound. It's just that's the only time I've ever spoke to him, and it was just like
I get a bit angry.
Just that little bit of thing in there of the the United Stand thing. It was a bit like I feel like I don't know. You just feel like a dickhead, don't you? But it's not like I've done anything. I'm not like I've done anything wrong, but you do just feel like a bit of a dickhead for no reason.
No, I get you. Well, let's stick on the United Stand for a minute. How did that sort of come about? Like, how did that whole chain of events happen?
Goldbridge, just followed me.
And you thought, this is it?
You enjoyed your Minecraft videos?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I always get comments sometimes. People say, like, why is Goldbridge like this? Do
you know what, mate? I love them. They're like the most creative things on TikTok at the minute. I think they're immense.
Yeah, they're mad, mate.
Where did the idea for them come from? And sort of, because it's such a niche little thing you found there.
Stumbled upon it, mate. Completely, stumbled upon it.
Go on, Grealish. Say it off, lad.
If you go, but that's probably my best one. I won't lie, that's probably my favourite one. If you go back and watch the first ones, they're crap. They are crap. And then it just kind of it was just a case of trying to make. Every time I was making one, I was like, well, it needs to be better and funnier than the last one. It needs to have something new in it. And then they just ended up becoming pretty good. They're actually quite mad. Sometimes I watch them back and I'm like, fucking hell, it's actually a decent production. It's got a storyline behind it and everything.
Yeah, no, I love it.
They're mad though, because every time I sit down to make one, I'm thinking I'll sit down, every single time I sit down, I'm like, nah, this is it. I've ran out of ideas now. I'm done. There's nothing left I can do. And then somehow
you just stumble upon
it's just something sometimes I'll sit there for hours. I'm trying to think of ideas, what I can do for one. Nothing's coming to mind at all. And then just something will drop for no reason. I could stare at a blank wall for 6 hours and there's not a single thought in my mind. My mind's blank. And then 5 seconds out of this 6 hours, I'll just think oh, what about fucking Man City players in a bar and I spike one of them. Do you know what I mean? I can spike one of them. And then that'll lead into, all right, and then I can get nicked. All right, and then I'm in jail. And then it kind of develops into a story.
I think it's great. You don't say anything like that. So how do you do them then? Do you just sort of...
It's not in terms of the gameplay, it's not, I don't actually really play Minecraft. I was just using Minecraft to make the things. The only reason
I think that makes it funnier though, because it's on Minecraft. If there was anything else, it wouldn't be as
funny. I know,
funny.
because it's kind of what the fuck's this guy doing with his life? Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit mad, isn't it? And I look older than I am. I'm very aware that I look older than I am, so I get plenty of comments
Connor's only 50.
I get
hard paper round, mate, all uphill.
I get comments Like, why is this 30-year-old playing Minecraft? Why is this 40-year-old playing Minecraft? Stuff like that.
No, it's good.
How old are you?
20.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel old, man.
And me.
Yeah.
I feel old. I'm 25.
I'm 27.
I'm not
Yeah.
a million miles away from you.
Yeah, but to be fair, you do look 27. It's a sort of...
I mean, I will take that as a compliment because I'm balding like Max off the tweenies. It's like a little on the side, and I've got 12-minute knees.
Yeah.
I was the one that come off for brain changes. Laying on the floor, I remember. And you got me a glass of water, didn't you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like my only interaction with you on the day.
It was, yeah. Literally.
I had a little thing with him because he fucking shitbag fucking went down like a sack of shit when I went in. I was behind him and he fucking hit the floor like a sack of shit and the ref gave it. And
football
and he knew because he turned round to me and said, I can't remember what you said, but you said something. I can't remember what you said. I was thinking, I can't fucking believe the refs fell for that.
I took a stinking touch and I was like,
and he knew I was jumped straight on it and he knew, so he just went down.
But the best part is there are pictures of the whole phase of me falling down, literally on me.
Yeah. There's like a 10 picture.
Slide, yeah. I didn't realise that was you. Yeah, I was probably glazed over with tears at that point.
Yeah, to be fair, it wasn't a great day for you.
No, it wasn't. Start of the game lasted 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Gone down in the line. I was even jumping over me because I'd gone down.
Yeah. The mad part, I've said this on the podcast
What injury
before.
was it?
My knee. I've got a reoccurring knee injury.
Right.
It's the first time I'd played 11-a-side since, I was in school.
Oh, right.
And Keno had invited me down and he was like, oh, yeah, do you want to play? It's like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, go on then. We'll do it, get fit and whatever. It lasted 12 minutes. I bombed it down the wing. I think Renico had passed it to me. And
you got no chance.
He's passed it to me.
Yeah, you got no chance.
Now I try to cross it and I've given the ball away. And as I've gone to try and run back up the pitch, knee's gone. Yeah. Pulled something in the back of my knee.
But you did make it halfway back up the pitch and then you went, oh God. And you fell like a PowerPoint.
The ground felt like nothing. I was like, oh God, something's wrong.
The maddest part of this whole thing, I've said it on here before, but no one noticed you were injured.
No.
And I looked over and you were like, oh shit, Connor's on the floor there. So I went to the ref. I was like, ref, he's down injured. And the ref genuinely looked at me and went, it's not a head injury, we'll play on. I was like, mate, it's a charity game. In the FA Cup.
Lino's jumping over me,
Look at him, he's crying. In a glass of water. But yeah. How many are you in for any more charity games, or is that because it's sort of something you've only just started getting involved in?
That was
my
first one.
Yeah.
I've not been doing any of this long. Like, been doing it like 6 months.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's been a pretty big rise for you in the last sort of 6 months.
Mate, it was mad because I remember, I used to make YouTube videos when I was like 13, 14, 15. Like when I was a kid, I did it. Like I always wanted to do like something along the lines of being a YouTuber streamer. I always wanted to do it as a kid. I stopped doing any of it, I think, when I was either 15 or 16, and I just didn't touch it for years. For like 4 years, I didn't do anything. I didn't make any content, nothing of the like. And then I was at Old Trafford, right, in September, so not even a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was when Ginge started, he started doing well with like clips and stuff. And I didn't really know who he was. I knew his face, but I hadn't really watched him yet. But my mate who was at Old Trafford with, he was watching Ginge at the time. He was like a big fan of Ginge. And if it was United versus Brighton, we got fucking spanked 3-0. So I'm just sat there, just looking around. My seats that I've been in for years. I've been in the same seats since like 2015.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking around and looked behind me and I went, isn't that Angry Ginge kid? To me mate. And he was like, fucking hell, yeah, that's him. So it turns out this whole time I've been sat next to like Ginge at Old Trafford, like just a few seats down.
So that was sort of lit a fire under your arse. So,
I went over, my mate was like, I want to go over and get a picture with him. Yeah. So I went over with him. I didn't know who he was though, so I just said, you're all right to him, basically. Yeah. But then obviously because my mate was watching him, I was like, I'll have a watch of him when I get home. So I got home, had a look into him, and then I seen he was fucking basically living my dream. He just gets to watch footy. I was like, he's just at Old Trafford watching footy. Yeah. He's getting paid for it. I was like, fucking hell. I was like, that's my dream. So I've actually got a thing on my notes app. Yeah. On the day or the night or whatever, I wrote something about like, I met Angry Ginge today. He's smashing it, doing TikTok, streaming, all that. I want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, mate, you're heading in the right direction, definitely.
So I just started it, and then, it's doing all right. United, mate, I'm happy doing United Stand. Like, I grew up watching United Stand. So the fact that I'm on United Stand for me is mental.
That's a huge achievement.
I was watching United Stand like way back in the day, like before it really kicked off. Like when Mourinho was manager was when I started watching United Stand.
That's amazing.
When I was like 14, 15 or something.
Yeah,
so,
I suppose it was quite surreal then when you're sort of there and you're in the studio and
yeah, stepping into the studio the first time was madness. Like now it feels normal. It's just
second nature,
yeah, it's just normal. I mean, I still get those moments sometimes where I'll be sat there and I just think to myself, like halfway through the show, like, fucking hell, this is a bit mad, this.
Yeah.
Considering like I grew up watching this as a kid.
It's like the photo that you sent us to, like, for your announcement thingy, and it's like the subscriber count 1.8 million or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Flipping heck. Does that feel weird to you? Kind of sat there thinking.
That was the show I did for Goldbridge. That was the one when Goldbridge was at the
8 o'clock show.
I did the show by myself, mate. Even the fact that they asked me was like, I can't.
Yeah, that's a huge show of trust, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe they're asking me to do that show. Like,
is that surreal to you, knowing that there is thousands of people watching and millions of people subscribe?
Yeah, it is mad. Sometimes, like, I remember that show in particular. I went through the entire show and I wasn't doing it on purpose. I just forgot to check how many people were watching.
Yeah.
Like, I was just enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then it was only after the show ended I asked the producer, Greg, how many people are actually watching that? I didn't actually look once. He was like, it was like 4,000 or 5,000, something like that.
Unreal.
So I was like,
unreal.
I was just looking at the chat really and just talking. So I didn't check once, but yeah, it is mad.
Yeah. But no, it's good. You got to sit and enjoy it, because if you're sort of, like, I know it's different. When I started doing radio, I got a bit like that. And then I started looking at how many people this, and that makes it real then, doesn't it? Yeah. Because when you're talking, it's sort of just you and well, I suppose radio's a bit different.
I think at the start, you're more nervous and you might be more like...
It's one take, isn't it? Like, so you're worried about it.
So at the beginning, I wasn't, like, the first show. Joe, actually looking back at it, it was all right, and I got a lot of credit. Like, a lot of people were commenting, saying, like, you know what, pretty good, this guy. But, like, I was oh my God, the entire show, my heart was like, and it didn't stop. And, like, it got, like, 5-10 minutes in, and I just had to accept the fact that my heart rate's not going down.
Just got to ride with it.
At the start, so when they're like, right, we're going live in 3, 2, and then my heart's going, I'm thinking, once I get 5-10 minutes in, it'll obviously settle down. It's just nerves, We got like 5, 10, 15 minutes in, and my heart was still like that, just fucking racing. And I just accepted. I was like, I'm just going to have to see this out. I was like, this is just how it is. But then after that first show, it just progressively, over the next like 3-4 shows, start getting nervous. And it's good once you start getting nervous, it's good because you just say what you want then. You don't like, I sit down now, like if I'm sitting down with Beth or I'm sitting down with Mauds on the, like, I'm just having a chat with him about footy. It doesn't feel like I'm on camera. I'm literally just
I think once you
football.
Once you put the camera out of your mind, it does sort of get that much easier, doesn't it? And it is just a chat at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good, mate. You're smashing it. So where do you want to take social media to? I know you've said that you're happy with United Stand, but
wants to take it to Aldi.
I'd like, obviously I'm going to be doing well, as long as I stay there, I'll be doing the full season at United Stand next year, hopefully. Like appearing on United Stand more. So obviously I'm going to keep doing that because United, like, I love talking about United. I never actually thought, like, you know, when I used to make content as a kid, I never made football content though.
Yeah.
I was never like, I never even spoke about United on the internet or anything, and I never even thought about, like, oh, what if I made a United YouTube channel or something? Because I just thought everyone was doing it. Do you know what I mean?
No, that is
kind of one of those things where it was like so many people were doing it. There's no point me starting one.
Yeah.
So, like, when I started making TikToks at the start, like, after I met Ginger, I was like, oh, I'm going to give that a go. I was posting like little gaming clips. Like I was just playing these games, like these little horror games with my mates.
Yeah.
And it was just funny when we were playing them. So I thought, well, may as well record them because we'll probably get some clips. And I never got any views on them. Like they were getting like a few hundred to a few thousand.
Yeah.
And then like I remember one did okay, got like 20,000, but like it wasn't like that good of a clip anyway. Like it's not like it painted me in like a amazing light. It was a bit of a shit clip, to be honest. But I was like that kind of made me think, right, I'll try to think now what else can I post which might get views sort of thing. It kind of made me think of it a different way, like what can I post which, you know, what topic can I talk about, whatever that might get views. And it was when Onana was shocking for United at the start.
Yeah.
And I made this stupid TikTok about like, I was reacting to Onana. There was a video on YouTube, it was like Onana all saves or something like that. Oh no, all shots it was every shot Onana had faced up until like Christmas time.
Right.
It was just before Christmas time I did it. And I was just literally was in the shower and I was like, oh, I could make a TikTok where I was like, I do that. And I'm like telling people like, no, he's a good keeper. Like, obviously he's let some howlers in, but if you watch all the shots he's faced, like you'll see, like he's made some good saves. And I'm like, click through the video, but every time I click through the video, it's like one of the howlers. So like, I made that one, and then that one did well. That one got like, it got a few 100,000 views. I remember it got like 100,000 views in the first day or something, and that was my first ever piece of Man United content. So I was like, I'm going to run with Man United stuff. Yeah. And then maybe two or three TikToks later was when I started the Minecraft thing. Where I literally just, because I was trying to brainstorm ideas of what I could do, like United related. So I downloaded an Anfield Minecraft map and I just blew it up. to put it straight, literally that's all I was doing, just download the Minecraft Anfield and just blew it up. And
you want to try and find something that's original and like a niche to yourself, don't you? And like,
yeah, but to be honest with you, I used to do it as a kid. So it was just, like it's something I actually used to do as a kid. I used to download these football maps and just fuck them up. when I was like 8 or 9 or something. So I was like,
is that where you watch a game and like United lose, you go and play the team on FIFA and be like,
literally, that's my version of it. I download like Anfield or Etihad and just fuck it up,
blow it up.
So I was like, I'll make a TikTok of me just blowing Anfield up, and then that one did like really well. Like that one did like, I remember after a day or two that had like 500,000 views. So that was like, that was my first taste of views. Really, that's when I started thinking we might be able to do something with this. Yeah, because that is like at the beginning, that's insane numbers. That. I've had a lot of videos now with similar numbers, like better numbers, but like at the beginning, that is like ridiculous. To see anything, even 10,000, it's like fucking hell, that's a lot of people. I always use Old Trafford as a, so if my video's got 75,000 views, I'm like, that's Old Trafford, that. That's like, imagine everyone sat in Old Trafford, but they're watching a TV in the middle and it's me on it.
I remember when we put a podcast clip up about, well, I think we've been doing this 8 months now?
Yeah, September we started, didn't we?
Yeah, and the first one we put up that got over 100,000 views, I was like, oh my God, like, what? It is mad, isn't it? It is mad.
It's like my Cal the Dragon one. I posted a clip of us two and Cal. Cal was talking about his Dragons Fire United team, and that got something like 400k. And I'm thinking, fuck me, that's 4 Camp News with the TV with us on it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy to think of something like that.
Even when doing Match for Mind, like some of them got like what's the most on?
11 million.
11 million views, the most viewed on that, isn't it? It's just like you're sitting there.
And that was the Cal getting snapped, wasn't it?
That's like real people watching that.
Yeah.
And I think, but yeah, no, it's
that's how the Minecraft stuff came about anyway.
Yeah,
it just kind of developed then. Obviously the Minecraft one did good. I wonder what my next one was. I think it just blew the Etihad up. So I think did blew Anfield up. Yeah, actually it was the Etihad, right? I blew Anfield up, that did well, and then I blew the Etihad up and that did like extremely well. That got like 2-3 million views.
Nice.
That was it then. I was sold. I was like, right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get good at this.
Well, that's it. Social media is just finding your niche.
Yeah.
But I think, do you know what? I think the personality you show through the videos as well, I think the accent makes it funny, doesn't it?
Yes.
Go on, Jack.
Yeah. The accent makes it funny.
I always get like stick with me because it's not like, it's a bit of a weird accent. It's like not quite Manx, it's not quite Scouse, it's in the middle.
It's sort of in the middle, yeah.
Because I'm literally like, I'm from St Helens and it's like, it's closer to Liverpool than Manchester, to be honest with you. But my dad's from Manchester. Yeah. So kind of like, sound more like him than
that's how you got stuck with United. Same happened with me. Same happened with me. My dad was a United fan, and then it was sick when I was growing up. Actually, I was born in '99, so it was great growing up. We just won everything. And then when I sort of started understanding football, it all went down the pan for me as United.
Pretty much the same for me. It was like I got properly into football like the season Ronaldo left. Yeah, that was when I really started taking an interest in it. I was playing football since like really young, but like sitting down and watching the games, it was only around like 2010, 2011. So I've seen like the Van Persie season. I remember that. Like I was watching football properly then. But like before that, like Ronaldo, when we won the Champions League. I don't remember us winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's nuts,
you know what?
man.
I remember sitting watching that Champions League final with my dad. I don't know why I did this, but I remember having the WWE. You remember the spinning belt? I remember having that around my waist, thinking it's going to give us good luck.
And it did.
Yeah, I was 15.
Mate, I used to love wrestling as well as a kid.
Oh, maybe as a kid, yeah.
I loved wrestling.
Yeah,
I still do. I'm a sucker for it.
Do you know what? If wrestling was like what it used to be, I'd still watch it now. Like I genuinely would watch it now. Probably not. I'd probably whack it on every now and then if it was like now what it used to be.
Yeah, man.
But it's just I don't know what it is. Maybe I've just grown up, but it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
It's the people. Like
Back in the day, you had like your Stone Colds and your
well,
Rey Mysterio.
even like a bit further on, like
bald head Randy Orton. That was the best one.
Yeah, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Edge.
Yeah.
Like they were my guys growing up. Edge, CM Punk, Jeff Hardy.
Everyone wanted to be Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, they were my guys growing up. So if it was still them lot, I'd probably still watch it every now and then.
I used to put my mum's tights on my arms and then just like proper do the dancing.
I went to Shawn Michaels this Halloween. That's just
Nice.
Shawn Michaels. Let me show you. It's good, you know. It was really good.
I used to have when I was little, I used to have like a Goldberg beat 'em up doll. It's about that big, right?
Yeah.
And when you hit it, he grunted. So I used to put it on my trampoline.
Lovely.
And I used to do like wrestling moves on it. Yeah. I actually slipped a disc in my back. Slipped a disc in my back with that Goldberg toy because I stood on the back of my couch and tried to do a frog splash on him. And I missed and landed like on this part of my chest and my back went over. Yeah, slipped a disc in my back.
Oh, I used to wrestle anything, mate. I had like the big, I never had one, but like I'd go to one of my mates and he had one of the big like life-size teddy bears, like a 6 foot teddy bear.
Best,
they were class. Mate, like
batter
when
them.
I was younger, when I was like probably like 10 or 11 or something, my little sisters, when they were 4 or 5, they were getting power bombed, mate, from settees. Like they were getting full on power bombed through settees.
Yeah.
I used to jump off my bed because my bed was like a bunk bed, but it wasn't like super high up. It was like in the middle.
Yeah.
So I used to just throw all the pillows and the blankets on the floor, elbow drop off that. Just anything, mate. I just wrestle anything. Used to love it. Oh, trampolines with my mates. I used to put all my mates in submissions and that.
Yeah.
Quality.
I remember
put my sister through a wardrobe.
Hitting my best mate with a skateboard once because I thought he wouldn't hurt. Yeah, hitting him, he cut his lip open, fuming.
Fucking hell.
We're still mates, so it's sad.
No.
That's what kids today don't get that, do they, man?
So I did the attitude adjustment on my sister.
No, I agree with that. When I was a kid, when I was 9 or 10, mate, I was just like climbing trees, climbing on roofs.
I was a psychopath.
I wasn't like a rare. I did some things which were bad. I wasn't like extremely naughty. I just used to find myself in trouble.
Yeah. What I was the same.
I had fun.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's the best thing, isn't it?
Don't matter. There's no repercussions.
Like
when you're
Manhunt,
like 12.
no one who plays Manhunt anymore. Do you know what I mean? Playing Manhunt or Tag or do you know what I mean? Something like that.
Stuck in the Bulldogs. That's what we like.
Yeah,
I mean, Ed Matthews has just tried a game of Manhunt and got arrested.
Bulldog, where you just ran at each other.
Yeah.
Just hard.
Quality,
just ran at each other.
Yeah.
No brains behind it. You just put your head down and ran at each other.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Speaking of games, we like to play a little game on this podcast.
We do.
It's
We love a podcast game, don't we?
Desert Island Kicks. So the idea of the game, I don't know if you've seen it before. You're on a desert island. And
Send me that picture of the Shawn Michaels. I'll drop it in the podcast.
Yes, yeah.
I'll drop it in the podcast.
Yeah, I was meant to do it and I started talking.
So, idea of the game, you are on a desert island and taking with you on this desert island, you'll be taking your favourite football player or manager of all time.
Yep.
Your favourite football shirt of all time. A football-related game.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
Snack.
And a
Football
football
stadium
ground snack.
All right.
So you're on the desert island, taking 4 things. They're the 4 things.
Player. Do I just go with my favourite player or think
Just
about
who you'd want to be on a
wanna
desert
be
island
there.
with?
Who would I want to be there?
Past or present?
I'm taking Alan Brazil. I feel like he's good fun. Also, if it gets bad, I could eat him.
Oh.
That's a good point.
I reckon he tastes like a steak bake.
Start with his toenails.
He looks like a steak bake. So I reckon he tastes
He bleeds like a medium rare steak.
bleeds tinker sauce.
Red, purple
There's barbecue
face.
coming out of you here.
It's not like blood, it's just like juice.
It's just Ribena.
Trying to think here who was funny. Who was a bit of a character. I can't think who was a bit of a character.
We've had a few good suggestions, haven't we? We've had...
throw some suggestions at me.
We've had Mika Richards has been taken.
Duncan Ferguson has been taken as well.
Ferguson. Bully.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Right. I could have gone United.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I was literally thinking about this yesterday. Someone I'd really like to meet. I think he's quality. Ian Wright.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's pretty,
I think Ian Wright's quality. I was thinking literally yesterday, I'd love to meet Ian Wright.
Yeah, that's a shout, that.
Seems like
Ian
a top,
Wright, he seems like a good laugh,
top
doesn't he?
bloke, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. He's young enough as well to sort of stay there.
Still have a good time,
if you're on a desert
He's
island.
not even young, though. He's like 60.
Is he?
Ian Wright's old, mate. Yeah. He's like,
Oh shit! Sean Wright Phillips is his son, and
Sean
he's
Wright
got
Phillips.
an 18-year-old kid, hasn't he?
Sean Wright Phillips is old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, his dad.
Ian Wright, mate. He's like
He's probably
getting
getting
on
a bit.
but he's still got light. He's still got full of life, mate. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like he'd be sound.
Every time I see him, he's just full of life. So
He is,
I just think he'd be quality to,
I like that
to be
advert
around.
he's on. The Walkers adverts. I like crisps, not for breakfast.
Yeah.
A sick lad. So Ian Wright, you're taking Ian Wright. What football shirt are you taking?
This one.
Yeah, it's a lovely shirt,
This
that,
one,
isn't it?
yeah.
I was going to say, I rate that.
Yeah, I've had like 3 of these
Yeah. Is
since I was like 14, 15.
that your favourite United shirt? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's yours? I've always said mine is the very first United shirt I had, 2002 gold Vodafone shirt.
Oh, the
Gold and
reversible.
black. Yeah. Turned to white as well.
Yeah.
First shirt I ever had that. Loved
Really?
it, man.
Mine was a
Loved
95, 96 where you had the mural of Old Trafford in it.
I had Solskjaer on the back.
Was it an away
Had
top
Cantona.
that or a home top?
Home top.
Trying to think of the.
Oh, the white one?
No, the Sharp Vicam one with the mural of Old Trafford in it. It was 95, 96.
Oh, yeah. I remember
I think
that
I
one.
remember. Has it got a black collar?
Yes, black
Yeah,
collar with the
I've got
little
that,
white trimming
I've
on.
got
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was a good
Oh, it's lovely, that
That
one.
was a good one.
That was mine.
Do you have anyone on the back?
Cantona.
Cantona, yeah. Got to be Cantona.
Love that.
Got to be Cantona. So you're taking Ian Wright.
Yeah.
Is that 97?
99.
99.
98, 99.
Yeah.
Season before we won the treble, wasn't it?
No, I think it was a weird one. I think they used it two seasons.
Yeah, 2 seasons.
I think it was like 98 to 2000 or something mad like that.
Did we win the treble in that, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a trend.
Flipping heck. Nice.
It's weird, isn't it, when you look at old shirts, they all sort of roll into one.
Oh, 97 to 99, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 2-season one.
Yeah, that used to be the norm, though, back in the day.
Yeah.
Because we did it in 2008 as well. Do you remember?
Yeah, we did.
With the AIG one with the weird things on the back.
They kept hold of it, didn't they?
Yeah, I did quite like that one.
They just they made a new away one, didn't they?
Someone's done it in the Prem this season.
Brentford.
Is it Brentford?
Oh, have they?
Yeah. I rated that, actually. It's good. Keeps it fresh. Saves you spending fucking 90 quid a year, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
On a football shirt. So, Ian Wright, 99 United shirt.
Yep.
What video game? Football video game you taking to keep you occupied?
It's basically just, I don't play FIFA Manager. I ain't got the attention span.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've tried to get into it. Just can't force myself to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like that
with it.
I'm like that with a lot of games. Like I see a lot of games where I'm like, I see people having a lot of fun with it, but
yeah.
if I don't like it at first glance, I'll never
get into it. Like,
I'm not even like that big of a gamer, to be honest. I haven't been through a few years. I've just kind of fell into it now from doing content.
You sort of got
just take Minecraft with you for video ideas, isn't it?
So like I'll live stream on Twitch now, but it's a proper thing. Like before it, where I have to think like, what am I going to play here? Because if I'm not streaming, I don't play like Xbox or anything. I just play darts or footy. Like that's what I do in spare time. I either play football, I'm at the gym, or play darts. Yeah, that's like how I like to spend my time.
Getting old of that, innit?
Yeah,
that's just growing up. Because
it's been like that since I got like 17, something like that, 16, 17.
Yeah, I find it a chore now to turn on my PlayStation.
Yeah,
I turn it on and I look at it, I'm like,
really can't be arsed with this.
Just go on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. And I don't know whether it's like, I'm always like, is it a case of like games just not being as good, or is it just a case of growing up?
Growing up,
I know. I think it's growing up, but I don't like that. Like, I always tell myself that I'm not growing up. Do you know what I mean? I'm in denial, basically.
Me too.
We've got people watching this now, just slowly putting their controllers down.
I'm well in denial about it, but I think it is growing up. Yeah,
it's depressing. I was filling out an application form, but yesterday or the day before. And you know when you get the brackets where you have to click your age? I was like the third one down. And it was like,
25 plus.
God, 25 to 34. So, Yeah, it's hard, that.
Yeah.
It's hard. So, yeah, so what I mean, you could take a board game. People take board games, don't we?
Allied took Twister, didn't she?
Twister,
Can
yeah.
I take me dartboard?
Yeah, I reckon a dartboard would be considerably more fun than
Yeah.
I'd have way more fun with my dartboard than an Xbox or anything
You're
like
fucked
that.
once it starts fraying, though, aren't
You're
you?
the first one that's taken a dartboard.
I actually rate that.
Even
yeah.
Charlie and Harry didn't take a dartboard.
Yeah, they didn't, did they?
No, we had Charlie Murphy on.
Yeah.
And
You'd
he didn't even
expect-
take a
yeah,
dartboard.
I'd expect him to take a dartboard.
Yeah.
Or school, yeah.
School, yeah.
School your own system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But no, I'm a proper Football Manager geek, though, if I play it. I can't lie.
really?
Yeah, I get right into it.
My stepdad is, but I just can't get into it.
Mate,
Cannot get into it.
I get really, it ruins my week if I lose. Genuinely. I've had, I do the manager thing. So I have to wear a jacket if I play it. This is a thing. If I'm playing in a big game,
no.
I've got to wear a jacket. And if we score, I'll stand up and fluff the jacket back.
No, I can't do it, mate. I just ain't got the attention span for it.
No.
I struggle sitting still. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then football ground snack. What's your go-to snack at a football ground?
Do you know what? I get a bit of stick for it, but just an hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Old Trafford, everyone goes for the pies. There's the United
the
pie.
hottest pie in the fucking world, isn't it?
Yeah.
The United pie.
Biting into the
there's
sun.
The chicken balti pie.
Yeah.
Them two have actually been taken by guests
Yeah.
to the desert island.
Yeah, I always get stick for that, for going with the hot dog. But,
The rollover.
I do. The rollover.
It's
mate,
so nice, isn't it? That was my pick.
They are good.
I love
Yeah.
a rollover, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we take a little break, have a little word from our sponsors, go and stretch our legs a little bit? We'll come back, we'll have a little chat about United, the Euros, and we've got some questions as well for you sent in from some guests, not some guests.
Viewers, lovers,
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
subscribers.
So see you in a couple of minutes.
Good afternoon, everybody. We would like to announce that this episode is being brought to you by our brand new official sponsor, Print-Ins. Print-Ins is your online shop for prints and posters for any interest that you like, for in your house, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, on your walls.
Doesn't have to be in there, you can put it anywhere you please. Head over to their website, we'll pop it down in the bio below. Use code FCPOD.
The FC Pod.
The FC Pod. Use code the FC Pod. 10% off. Cheers. Welcome back. We are back for the second part of Sol's episode.
Yes.
Nice break.
Yep.
Good.
I wanted to get back in this world with the headphones on.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a simulation here.
Yeah,
Like a
it's well
simulation here. Right, you are a United fan. We are, of course, United fans as well.
Yep.
Let's have a little chat about this past season.
Yeah.
Obviously, been a lot of talk about Ten Hag staying, going. Right decision, wrong decision? What do you think?
I was very much on the fence about it in terms of, everyone seemed to be either strictly Ten Hag out or like Ten Hag in, and I was just kind of I was under the impression of, well, they gave him a 3-year deal, and the reason they gave him a 3-year deal is because they were giving managers 5-6 year deals and getting rid of him 2-3 years in. So I was like, they made the right call giving him a 3-year deal. I was like, if we can't let a manager see out a 3-year deal, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
So I was like, obviously we've been underwhelming in the league, terrible in the league, but I just thought,
I think every United fan's called for his head at some point this season, haven't they?
I just thought if you can't give him 3 years, then what would Chelsea?
Yeah,
You know what
that is what it is.
And
isn't it?
I'd rather let the manager see it out. I was saying just let him see his contract out, but it looks like they're giving him a contract extension, which is fair enough because you
meant
can't
to sign it today.
Yeah, I think you kind of got to give him a contract extension to say, we're backing you.
Yeah.
But realistically, I think what it should be is this is the last year. We're going into the last year of this 3-year deal. We agreed. This is where you're going to be judged now.
Well,
And if they don't perform this year, then it might be time for him to go.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at the injuries as well.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, that's going to affect any team, innit? But what was it? Something like 40, 47 different injuries last season.
It's been the whole season without Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Basically the whole season without Martinez. There's two of our best players straight away.
I mean, at one point, that whole defensive line was backups, wasn't it?
Yeah, madness, mate.
Well, not even backups. You had Casemiro playing centre.
Yeah.
And Johnny Evans played what? He played like 31 games this season.
Yeah.
And he literally joined the squad to keep his fitness up at the start of last season, didn't he?
He literally. I was saying though when he did, I said I hope we sign him.
Me too.
I rate Johnny Evans. Even when he was at Leicester, I said when we signed Maguire, I said I think we signed wrong one. I thought he was quality.
I think he's been solid as well for us this season.
Oh, he's been good this season. Yeah.
He signed an extension as well, another 1 year, which will be good to keep him around.
I was arguing on United stand saying, why the fuck wouldn't you sign him? Like, I don't see any. People say, oh yeah, if we're giving people like Johnny Evans contract extension and we're never going to get anywhere. And it's like, well, what do you expect us to do? Like, Varane's just gone, so we've got to sign a centre back to replace him anyway. Why would we go and buy another centre back to replace Johnny Evans? There's a lot of other positions that need looking after.
Yeah.
When Johnny Evans is a capable centre back of playing in, I'd be happy to. I could have played Johnny Evans at Wembley in the FA Cup final and wouldn't have had a problem with it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think he'd have done a job.
I think he's quality on the ball. I actually think he's a quality centre back.
Yeah, he brings a bit of experience as well, doesn't it?
Oh,
sometimes you just need someone who's got a bit of a calm head on his shoulders.
Yeah, since we've signed him, I've not seen him have one cock up, to be honest with you.
Fair,
like, you know, like Maguire every now and then has a cock up in him. I've not seen anything from Evans like that.
No.
Sturdy, mate. And at Anfield at the start of the season, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was so good at Anfield.
He was, 9-0 draw, wasn't he?
He had a great game.
He was a little bit like the impact that Marouane Fellaini had. He wasn't fantastic. He wasn't the best player in the world, but he did what Marouane Fellaini is meant to do. Yeah. Johnny Evans did what Johnny Evans was meant to and expected to do.
Yeah.
He didn't set the world alight. He wasn't the best defender in the league. He wasn't the best defender in the world, whatever. But he did what Johnny Evans was expected to do.
Yeah, well, imagine we didn't have him this season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'd be.
We would be seriously fucked.
I was like Camboire and Casemiro at the back would have been our.
If you are a kid in United squad, though, are you disheartened that Johnny Evans at 37 years old has come into the United squad and taken their place where they should be coming in starting their career?
No, because I guarantee players respect him a lot more than fans do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point, that is,
Like, you can say what you want about how good you think you are, or you think you're better than him. How many times has the guy been to Wembley?
Exactly. And I mean, to still be playing at that level, at that age as well.
Still,
a lot of
players look at that. Like, if you're a young centre-back, Camboire's definitely not doing it, but if you were Camboire going, I should be in there ahead of Johnny Evans.
Yeah.
You'd also be thinking, I've never been to Wembley. This guy's been to Wembley 10 plus times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's won the Premier League. He's won the Champions League. He's won FA Cup.
Yeah,
He's won everything, mate.
Yeah.
No, I like him, to be fair. I hope he gets another role at United when he retires as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like Carrick did.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. So, let's stick on United then and let's sort of unpack this season a little bit. Who do you think needs to be going out the door? Because I think a lot of people are being like, Rashford's got to go. Casemiro's got to go. Who's your sort of, let's say 3 in, 3 out?
3 in, 3 out. Okay. First one to go.
Let's assume Sancho's going as well.
Yeah,
I'll
be honest with you. Like, Sancho, I'm not good. Like Varane, Sancho, Martial, I'm just not even thinking about them. First one to go. If they can get money for him, I don't know if they can. It depends. Someone comes in for him. If they can get money for Casemiro, I'd cut ties now.
Yeah.
If they can get money for him. If they're not going to get money for him, then may as well keep him round.
You're thinking MLS or Saudi?
Yeah,
I think it's got to be Saudi.
That's exactly what it is, isn't it? If one of those comes in with 30 million, 40 million, then just cut ties now.
Yeah, for a 32-year-old.
Very exposed last season, wasn't he?
Oh my God. It was like he was running with concrete in his boots.
Yeah.
It's like he was just moving, and by the time he spun round, they were through on goal.
Yeah.
It was like, and it was that position, it was the cutback when every goal. And it's like, Casemiro, you should be there, mate. What are you doing?
Yeah. I've got an interesting one, which a bit controversial, but I've got a reasoning for it.
Okay.
And it depends, right? The player, if he is happy to stay at United and play 10 games a season, then keep him. But I don't think he will be. Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I think I agree,
I think Wan-Bissaka doing his job of going one-on-one with a winger is best in the world.
Yeah, he's one-on-one defending sensation.
Genuinely the best in the world at it. No one does that job better than him. But you put Wan-Bissaka against Sheffield, Burnley.
Yeah.
Like it's a hard watch.
You bring him on, bring him on in the 70th minute when you got a goal to defend.
It's a really hard watch. Yeah. I hate watching him on the ball.
It's like spaghetti.
He gets a nosebleed when he goes past the halfway line, doesn't he?
Yeah, I hate watching him on the ball.
Do you know who he reminds me of on the ball? Chris Smalling.
Yeah,
when Smalling played, it was just like all arms and legs going everywhere.
Yeah,
That's what he reminds me of.
I think he's probably worse than Smalling, and that's saying some. Actually, I don't know. Smalling was shocking.
Smalling was bad on the ball. Smalling was
shocking.
bad. It was like his whole body went when he passed. It was like this thing's going in places they shouldn't.
But it's one of them where there's a role there for Wan-Bissaka, but is he realistically going to be?
Yeah, I think he's better than.
Is he going to want to do
a bit part player?
There's talks of him going to Turkey and Galatasaray. I think wanted him.
I think he'll end up back at Palace. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah,
I think he'll end up back at Palace.
It is the most Palace thing to do, isn't it?
I could see it.
Yeah, Palace always replace their right backs with another right back they had.
Yeah,
they replaced Wan-Bissaka with Klein. He played for him. They replaced Klein with Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I think they replaced Joel. They replaced Joel Ward with Nathaniel Klein. They replaced Nathaniel Klein with Wan-Bissaka. They replaced Wan-Bissaka with Joel Ward. Joel Ward for Klein. Yeah, it's just
it was mad.
I can't wait for Wan-Bissaka to come back in.
Proper mental club. Well, they do have that Munoz. Is that his name? Munoz, the right back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. So Wan-Bissaka as well.
Yeah. It's one of them. I feel harsh saying it, but like, have you been?
I do agree. I think Dallo should.
You've got to be cutthroat, haven't you?
Oh, do you think Dallo?
Yeah, I don't get this narrative that Dallo's been our best, but I think he's shite.
I think he's been quality this year.
I agree.
I think he's absolutely shite.
I think he's.
That's a hot take. That
you look at so many goals and he's at fault for him. His position is woeful.
Joe, the one game I remember where he was shocking, the Stamford Bridge one, but he did get put left back, so I'll give him that.
I can accept when he's playing out of position, but I don't know, man. I don't know where people see that he's this.
I think he's got a lot better at the back post.
I think he's got better.
I know he did used to get caught at the back post a lot, but I think this season he's been good at that.
So many goals, man. Yeah. I've been like, Dallo, where are you? He's like pushing up too far and he don't get back quick enough.
I think he's in a conversation for best right back in the league this season. Last season. I think he was in that conversation. Genuinely.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've watched him at the Euros as well.
I thought he was going to win United's Player of the Year, to be honest.
He did, didn't he?
I think he won like Players Player.
Bruno won the Player of the Year, and then he won Players Player.
Well, I suppose if he's winning Players Player, then
Cobby won Player of the Year. But being serious, Cobby Main, who was United's best player last year.
He's a joke.
Oh my God, he's ridiculous. I'm fully like pushing the news to everyone here, mate. I said on United Stand the other day, I think he's our best player. And people went, well, he's not better than Bruno. I went, I actually think he is.
I think Bruno's our most important player.
Exactly what I said.
I think he's our best player.
That's bang on what I said. But I said there's no way Bruno Fernandes has more football intelligence, IQ, whatever you want to call it, than Cobby Mainu.
Yeah, to be that age as well.
He is that good.
He's so good beyond his age as well, isn't he?
That's what people kept telling me. People kept saying, well, not right now, but maybe in a year or two. And I was like, well, you already know by saying that. You already know how good he is. You might as well just say now. Do you know what I mean?
I think keep hold of him. We're laughing there. He's a genuinely real talent.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
But I do worry with players like that they're going to peak too early. Like I remember Rooney coming through, and I remember Rooney when we signed him. In that Euros, and he was like,
I was watching that back the other day. What the heck? Like, that is ridiculous what he was doing at that age.
Fantastic, wasn't he? But I remember with Michael Owen as well. Michael
Owen was incredible at that age.
But you look at how good they were, and they all peak around 30.
They burn so bright, don't they?
Yeah, they all peak at like 30.
They burn bright and then fizzle out.
Yeah. But, I mean, football's a different game now, so.
Rooney was done by 28. Like, I remember watching Rooney at Old Trafford when he was like 27, 28, and thinking, like, he's done.
He's dropping further back and further back and further back.
But you see some players like Benzema, his career started when he was 30. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You get some players like that. But
no, I think it's how you take care of yourself, how you look after your body. Do you know what I mean?
Like I can see it happening with Rashford.
Yeah.
You can see it now, can't you? You can see his game has changed so much in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like he used to be that player that would take anyone on and he'd drive as far as he could.
That's what it was. It could be a confidence thing though, but he just doesn't take people on anymore. It's just madness. No, he doesn't take people. I mean, it's not even a case of like, I don't even think he's like one of the best dribblers in the world or anything, but just by being that much of a menace, giving a defender something to think about.
But he was something different, wasn't he? And he was the pace he's got as well.
He was just cutthroat. He was just aggressive. That's how I'd describe him. He was aggressive. He just run at people.
Yeah.
And he's like nothing anything like that at the moment.
No, it's hard to watch.
I'm hearing people now saying we should have took him to the Euros. I still probably wouldn't have took him.
I wouldn't have took him, no.
Honestly, I would have took Sancho ahead of him, honestly.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Sancho was really pants.
Yeah. He was at United.
Yeah.
He was,
I still don't even think that he's that good at Dortmund. Like I've watched a couple of games.
Well, realistically, I mean, we can say Rashford, Sancho, but Grealish is the one who should have gone to the Euros, realistically.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a clanger from Southgate, but...
Well, I'm Welsh, so I'm happy that he didn't go, to be fair. I
disagree with the Grealish one. I think...
You don't think he should have gone?
No. Really? No. I think we moaned as England fans that Southgate was taking his favourites and, taking people that he relied on and whatever.
He can come play for us if he wants. We'll have him.
Yeah,
not taking people on merit.
I was so gutted when City signed him.
We'll have anyone.
I wanted him so bad.
I wanted Grealish. And I really thought he was... Because remember, it was when he was leaving, he posted the picture of him scoring at Old Trafford, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's coming to United!
That goal was literally right in front of me. Like that.
Was that 2-2?
Yeah.
I think we led twice and Villa equalised twice.
I think so. That goal, I had the best view in the stadium with that goal.
Some goal, that.
I was right at the sideline, right in front of me.
Yeah. He
What a
was,
player.
but he's a different player now as well, Grealish, isn't he?
What was you saying about not taking him to the Euros, though?
I think in the past sort of 3-4 months, I don't think Grealish has played to the standard that Pep wants him to be playing at. It's why he sort of... It was when Doku signed and they were sort of mix and matching, and Guardiola came out and made a comment about, right, I like Grealish being angry at me because I know that I can get the best out of him, in training. I want to be dropping Doku because Grealish is playing better than him in training and whatever. Doku was the only one that kind of stood up to that and thought, right, okay, I'm going to sort of make that spot mine. Grealish kind of didn't really do that for me.
Yeah.
He wasn't a player that they had at Villa that, Guardiola signed.
He's been castrated.
Yeah.
That's the word I'd use for it. That's when you get your cat neutered and he just goes lazy. I'm not saying he's lazy, as in like he doesn't run. But he's not got that same swagger about him anymore, has he?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
I think Dean Smith, in that last season at Aston Villa for Grealish, just said to Grealish, right, you go out, when you play where you want. Yeah, if you think that the right back's vulnerable, you go and press on him. Yeah. If you think the left back's vulnerable, you go and press on him. You do what you want, mate.
It's sort of like the way Giggs used to play at United.
Yeah, but like Guardiola is now, right, you take the ball, you hug that left touchline.
Yeah, you're just a cog.
It's a very sort of...
you're a cog in this massive system.
You don't do your skills. You pass and move. And
See, that's why I would have took him, though, because I think if we came up against Germany or Spain, where you might not have much of the ball, if we're going to have the ball, I want someone who's going to keep it.
Keep the ball. Yeah.
Which is why Grealish would have 100% gone for me. I would have considered Sancho because he will keep the ball.
Yeah.
And Mainu has to be in the team. If we play Germany or Spain, Mainu has to play. Like it 100%. It is not a fucking debate. Like there's not a midfielder in there who keeps the ball better than him. Seriously. Like people go, what, Bellingham? Right. They don't keep the ball better than Mainu.
I think Bellingham's been shit since the first game.
Oh, mate, he can't. I'm sorry, he can't play 10.
No, he can't.
Bellingham cannot play 10. He can't play back to goal, mate.
He can't.
Selfish as well,
Did you see in that little, there was like a little 15-20 minute period against, who did we just play? Slovenia. Where Bellingham went out left and Foden went in the middle.
And you were way better.
So much better, mate. Foden, because Foden can pick the ball up with 3 defenders on him and still be all right. Bellingham can't play back to goal. I think Bellingham, the same as Rice, are much better when they can run and they can just gallop with the ball. Same with Rice. I don't like Rice in the 6.
No, he's not a natural holder, is he? That's why Arteta moved him.
I don't like... I thought watching Rice in the 6 the other day was fucking painful, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I rate Declan Rice. I really rate him. And when he was at West Ham, I was dying for United to sign him. But he is not a 6. He's not a 6. Which is why, even if Mainu didn't play, I would have been happy to see Wharton come in. There's no way Adam Wharton would do a worse job than Declan Rice. No way.
Thing is, like Declan Rice, he can't shield his back 4, take the ball on the half and then run into space.
I agree with you, mate. I think it's bang on. Yeah.
He needs a natural holder to allow him to run freer into that sort of playmaker role, sort of the advanced number 8.
Said,
I think
for Phillips.
Oh no. But you know what though? He's kind of like, even though it's mad as fuck, like, I think Wharton could do the job, to be fair.
Of course he
But, like,
could.
do you know what? It's just people. It's like he said it the other day. Like, they need protecting, but do they fuck need protecting, mate? Look at Gaya.
Yeah.
I know he's not as young, but they've thrown Gay into competitive international football, and look how he's took to it.
I think he's been really good too.
He's been England's best player, mate. You're never going to know unless you throw him in.
No, exactly.
No.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're doing-
Especially at tournament football as well. You don't get the pleasure of having a couple of games, do you?
You don't take a player if you don't think he's good enough.
Yeah,
You know,
I do find it a bit mad though, where like, do you know these experiments he's done in the group, where like he's done Trent in midfield, he's tried Conor Gallagher in midfield. Like, I just think, yeah, the group is your time to try a couple different things, but why pick those two things? Like,
Trent in midfield
why not
is a
try?
mad one.
Why didn't he try Mainu or Wharton in the midfield? That would have been a much more an experiment that'd make way more sense. Do you know what I mean? Or why not try Gordon on the left, or why not try Palmer on the right? Those are experiments where it's like you can do it in the group stage and get away with it, especially when you get 3 points in your first game.
Yeah,
you can go and try that, and you covered a little bit. Now we're going to go into the knockouts now, and then now we're going to throw Mainu in, and now probably Palmer's going to come in, which I think they should do, but it's like you could have gave him a couple of games in the group and got him ready for it. Do you know
even
what
the
I mean?
friendlies beforehand that we played against Iceland, and I think it was Belgium.
Yeah, because I know Mainu played in a couple of them. I know he was quality in one of them. I think he was quality against Belgium, got man of the match or something, and then I think he had, not necessarily a stinker, but I don't think he was great against Iceland, and I think he got a bit of stick for it.
Yeah.
I think that was the case.
So we've sort of moved away from the point. 3 in, 3 out.
We had two out.
Rattle through quickly. We've got Wan-Bissaka.
So I've gone Casemiro, Wan-Bissaka, and let me think now.
If there is another one, if there's not another one.
No, there's definitely another one. I'd probably move like 5 to 10 of them out realistically.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who is the fucking hell. If we could get money for him, Anthony, but we ain't getting money for him, mate.
Christ, no.
We ain't getting money for him.
Yeah, that's a mad one, isn't it? I don't know.
Again, he's another one of those players where it's like Amad Diallo. You tell me Amad Diallo do a worse job than him. Like,
I like Diallo.
yeah, he's quality.
I like
He's
Diallo.
quality, mate. There's no way he'd do a worse job than Anthony.
Diallo should be playing.
Yeah.
I think next season will be a big season for Diallo.
If he gets the chance, though, I said
He was sort of getting it towards the end of the season, wasn't he? He was coming into the team a
little
lot.
bit, but there was even some games where, like, I remember there was, I think we played Sheffield United at home,
Yeah.
and Rashford was out. We had no Rashford.
Yeah, and he moved Bruno out instead
I
of...
think we had no Rashford and no Garnacho, somewhere along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly what it was, but it was basically like, if you're going to play Diallo against the 20th in the league, you're going to play him now, and he still didn't play Diallo, and it was like, I started thinking like, I could see him moving on in summer.
Yeah.
He's been at United for a long time, mate.
He has.
Like,
So like
4 years, isn't it?
4 years he's been, yeah.
Solskjaer signed him, mate.
Mm.
Yeah,
18-year-old, 17-year-old.
something like
Something
that.
like
But it was something mad, like 30 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, 36 million from Atalanta.
Mental. But he's a good player. I like him.
I like him.
So in terms of players coming in, who would you like to...
We just spoke about one of them, mate. Adam Wharton, if they could get him.
Yeah.
He is a real quality player.
Your midfield sort of for 10 years, isn't it?
He is so good.
Yeah, Morton and Mainu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eminem.
he is so good, mate.
Named it.
Yeah,
M&W.
yeah. People
Yeah,
try.
where did M come from?
Don't know.
Eminem. What, really? Mainu. I said Morton. That's why I said Morton.
Yeah.
BMW, mate. Bruno, Mainu, Wharton.
Oh, there we go.
We'd have BMW in midfield.
That's it.
Oh,
Sorted.
God, I'm going to
That's
cry.
got to happen now, innit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wharton, I'd love him. We need a centre back, don't we? I really like Branthwaite. I know we've been linked to a few, and I think we are going to get priced out of Branthwaite.
I think we'll go for Delict from Bayern.
Yeah,
That's a sensible option.
They reckon 46 million for him, which
a bit
is
mad though, because we're getting rid of an injury-prone centre back.
bringing in another
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, my ideal one would be Branthwaite because he is quality.
He is good.
But I think we'll get priced out.
70 million's a lot.
We ain't. Yeah.
We've made that mistake once before,
Don't
and you
pay
can't
that.
go make it
like
again.
if you really want him, pay 50. Like as a stretch. But
70,
even
yeah.
then, like you're paying a lot of money for him. He is good though. Like he is really good. Him.
Everton have been clever, though. They have said that with what United spent on Maguire,
Yeah, exactly.
Branthwaite.
Made the bed, mate. They've made the bed. I said it on one of my shows on United Stand. I said, they've got to break this cycle of spending 70, 80 million quid on players.
Look at Chelsea with Fofana.
They've got to go. I know.
£80 million.
They've got to go and they're going to have to go and get other options. They're going to have to go and get the Plan C or the Plan D.
Yeah.
It was like 20, 30 million quid, because in the long run they'll benefit if they just keep going. If they just hang the hat on Plan A, and then they go all summer, and then they've not got a backup in instead. So they're like, fucking hell, now we've got to spend 80 million quid. We've got no choice. And clubs know that'll happen, so they can hold out, which is probably
United taxing it.
Exactly. But they've made the bed. It's not just them being United. They've made the bed, mate. They've done it on them. They've put it on themselves. But yeah, I think they might miss out on Branthwaite this year. I could probably see him staying at Everton for another season. But I really hope we get him.
He's a good player.
Even if it's next year. Oh, he's good, mate.
He is good. He is good.
He's
Good on the
really
ball
good.
as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Play out from the back.
Like Geyer from watching him play for England, but I'd still go with Branthwaite over Geyer.
Yeah.
I think he's so
I think
good.
Branthwaite's got a higher ceiling, hasn't he?
I agree.
And
Yeah.
I feel like Gay maybe would struggle at that level.
Yeah.
I think he's quite good, sort of mid-table, but
Yeah.
I couldn't see him playing for like United, City, or Chelsea, something like that. I couldn't.
Not yet, anyway.
And to be completely honest, like I'm not saying Gay's been shit, but he's not really been tested yet.
Exactly.
Do you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
I was saying this earlier on. Like,
not
they
great.
haven't played a good game yet.
yeah, exactly.
they haven't played a tough opponent.
In it, like watching Van Gaal football, like
Yeah.
it's the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think we're like the least on expected goals against.
Yeah.
We're like number one for like expected goals against, but then we're also like the worst for expected goals.
Expected goals,
It's
yeah.
literally Van Gaal football, mate.
Yeah.
It literally is. It's like
Yeah.
watching Van Gaal football.
Yeah.
So
Right, we've
boring.
got a couple of questions sent in.
You have, haven't you?
All right.
A lot of these are about your bed.
Me bed.
Your bed,
Oh.
yeah. Let's go with Twitch Ross Davis at 17.
Oh, Ross. Hi, Ross.
Yeah, he said, if you had to choose
Yeah.
between doing the Poznan or breaking your bed, what would it be?
Do Poznan, mate. I do Poznan quite a lot for a United fan.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
It's a good little celebration, actually, isn't it? City don't do a lot of good.
I just
but-
find it funny. I just think it's a funny thing to do, especially by yourself. Don't just turn around and do a one-man Poznan on someone. It's like,
who's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League? That's just be Will. That one?
right now,
Right now.
Alisson. I'd probably say Alisson. It's been Alisson for years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Alisson took over Dave, didn't it? It was Dave until Alisson.
I like Vicario. I think Vicario's really good.
He's good, but he's not Alisson.
He's not Alisson.
Yeah, Alisson's levels above,
Alisson's
isn't
got
he?
a little bit in him now, and he's got a lot of mistake in him nowadays.
Then again, though,
Ball at
like
his feet.
in Edison's favour, that City system doesn't work the same without Edison. Like
No.
he is a complete one-of-one goalkeeper. Edison.
I don't think
Revolutionised
he's not
that
a very-
position, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, I don't think any other keeper could do what he's doing at City.
No.
Like, he's a massive part of City's system. He basically plays as a centre-back. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
nuts,
it's
isn't it?
absolutely ridiculous.
He's a modern-day Neuer, really, Edison, in some ways, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, he was the first keeper to sort of play it out with his feet.
yeah.
Pep tried it with Claudio Bravo, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, that's why Joe Hart got moved on straight away.
Yeah,
Joe Hart
yeah.
can't do it. I mean, I think Ten Hag's trying to do a similar thing by moving Dave on, because Dave couldn't use his feet. As good as Dave was, he was shocking.
Remember that
with his feet.
Sevilla game? Oh, jeez.
God,
I was
yeah.
building a bed when I was watching that, and I almost broke down in tears.
Yeah.
That little touch when he kept
You were building one, Tull was breaking one.
pisses me off still. I think I know the answer to this question, but it's quite funny to ask anyway.
Go on.
GC is on the gram. Asks, will Højlund have potential to be better than Haaland?
Højlund better than Ireland?
Yeah.
No.
Never. In a million fucking years.
He'll be good, though.
He will be good.
He will be good.
I do rate him highly.
Wrapping him on the back, yeah.
I think in the next 5 years, you'll see a 20-goal Premier League season from Ireland, which, by the way, 20-goal season doesn't get the credit it deserves now, Joe, because of what Haaland's
Because of
doing.
Haaland's
Yeah.
31 a
Like a
season.
20-goal season, mate.
And Salah. Salah ain't helped that narrative either, is he really?
yeah.
I think
But
Højlund's
but
just at 17.
Even Salah got stick. Salah did, like, what was that? Salah's 34? 34 in the league, right. The next year, he got, 22 or something like that. And people were saying he's on one season.
saying he was
just
shit, yeah.
22.
He's
He
just
was
done-
our top goal scorer.
And he's just,
Nine.
done a 22-goal season, and
Yeah,
people were
that
saying
is
he's
mad,
finished. Like,
that
it's
is
mad
mad.
Yeah.
now. The
Yeah.
ceiling is insane.
Right, we're going to wrap up with a game we like to play. We don't have a name for it.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm going to give you a footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very simply, you've just got to tell me what brand deal you could see him doing.
Oh, go on.
So,
All
for
right,
example, I'll say Ben White. You could see him doing sort of ASOS or
something like brushing his teeth or something like that.
yeah. So, you're right, mate.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, yeah, Ben White looks a bit like a Boo man model,
Yeah,
actually, doesn't
see.
he?
So,
Yeah.
let's start off. Well, do you know what? Euros. We'll keep it Euros themed.
Yeah.
Harry Kane. What brand deal could you see Harry Kane?
Harry Kane. I could see him doing some like gym equipment, but like old people gym equipment, like a treadmill or like what's that ball called? Like just a big ball. Like I just see him doing something like that. Stairmaster, or maybe like a foam roller or something like that. Yeah,
just chin on it.
Yeah,
You should roll your hamstrings out on this one.
yeah. I could see him doing something like that. I could just see him being targeted to old people for some reason. I feel like they'd really buy into him.
Yeah. Oh, he looks like a nice boy.
Yeah.
They like a nice boy, don't they, old people? Love a nice boy. White Weghorst.
Ooh.
Weghorst. Oh. I could see him drinking like a liquor or, maybe like a whiskey.
Whiskey advert.
In a suit.
In a suit, yeah. Well, when you said Weghorst, for some reason I thought about him in a suit. I was like, well, where's this going?
Proper Godfather vibe, innit?
And I thought maybe with a whiskey or a brandy.
Yeah.
We like to drink the whiskey.
Something like that, yeah, for Vault.
Staring at it and the ice just clinking against the glass. And
No, he doesn't take ice in his whiskey, does he? Whiskey
he
stone.
has it on the rocks.
Whiskey stone.
Yeah,
Whiskey stone for White.
Giving me ideas for me, Minecraft.
White Weghorst with a whiskey. The White Weghorst whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
There you go. That's it. They are White. We'll take royalties for that if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
That big bloke from Hungary. What's his name?
Martin Adam.
Martin Adam. I don't know. What could I see him doing? I could see him wearing ivers, an helmet, maybe insurance, maybe like simply business, like public liability. Yeah, public liability.
Some people are built to wear a high vis, aren't they? Some people are just they're born to wear a high
A
vis.
dirty one that's too small for him.
Yeah. That's what I go with. You do like a public liability, like insurance advert.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Memphis Depay. Quickly, I just want that headband he wears is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that popped into my head when I thought about him then. I was trying to think, what could he be doing with that headband?
A new Nike basketball range.
See, I thought basketball because of the headband. But
Yeah. Do you know what I've learned about Memphis Depay?
What?
Do you know who his father-in-law is?
No.
Steve Harvey.
Shut up.
Yeah, Google it, honestly.
Oh my
Memphis
God.
Depay's father-in-law is Steve Harvey.
Really?
Yeah,
That's nuts.
He's married to Steve Harvey's daughter. How mental is that?
Fucking hell.
Yeah! Sit on it!
That's fucking mad. That. I'm going to Google that in a minute.
Genuine.
That's nuts.
I'm trying to think though, what advert could Memphis be doing? Do you know what? Realistically, I could see him doing like maybe Prime.
Oh my God, no. I've got it. His own line of shoes. His own line of shoes.
Yeah.
Walking in Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
That's the advert.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Timberland.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He's climbing a mountain and he's walking in Memphis.
Yeah, that's probably better than mine. I was thinking like a Prime headband and then just swigging Prime. By the way, I'm pushing for not Erling Haaland. They've got Erling Haaland Prime. I'm pushing for Rasmus Højlund Prime right now because I did it in a video and fucking KSI seen it and commented on it. So now,
No way.
yeah. So now I'm like, if I get the chance, I'm pushing for Rasmus Højlund Prime, mate.
Yeah.
And I want to do the advert for it as well. That's what.
That would be amazing.
Imagine, right? They let me do the Prime advert for Rasmus Højlund Prime, and they let me do it as it like one of my Minecraft videos, and I can spike someone in the bar. Maybe not that, but someone like you know what I mean.
Spike Logan Paul.
I could do some kind of scenario like that to introduce Rasmus Højlund Prime. How mint would that be?
That is sensational.
Yeah.
The foundations have been planted here.
That's
Hopefully KSI sent it to the Prime guys. And like,
official call out to KSI and Prime, make it happen.
Yeah,
Rasmus Højlund Prime. I'd buy it.
I would.
That's at least three customers.
I think it'd work as a brand, you know, having Haaland and Højlund. It's like, which side are you on? Do you know?
Yeah, there you go.
You could make loads of adverts out of it, couldn't you?
Sound. You could have them like facing off, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could have them doing little challenges against each other.
Mate,
Chubby Bunny challenge.
Telling you, needs to be doing it. I'm the innovator of it as well. I made the design and everything.
One just pushing
unreal.
marshmallows
I
in
made
their
the
mouth.
design, mate. So I want credit.
You could have them all do. So you could do like a lip sync battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them lip syncing like Taylor Swift or something.
I just want to lick them.
Like
I don't know why.
in my head, I'm like thinking of like, do you like an old Nike advert where they have like Ronaldinho and Rooney and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like they could do that kind of vibe, but with Højlund
In
and
Minecraft
Haaland.
as well, though.
No, I'd probably stray away from Minecraft for that one. Maybe throw like a 5-second Minecraft clip in.
Just Anthony spinning.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Nah, good. Anything you want to plug, mate? Anything you've got coming up, or?
Look out for me on your nightstand. Instagram and TikTok's where you find me, really. Twitch too. People don't really know what my username means. A lot of people say Fkntul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it
Like
mean?
Fkntul. That's what I thought.
There we go.
Is that what it means?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just Fkntul.
Fucking Tull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tull's just, I've always been called Tull or Tully. Just growing up, that's just always what I've been called. So I wanted Tull as my username. But you can't get Tull. Like, it's taken because it's just 3 letters. So I was like,
easy one, isn't it?
I wanted something else to throw in there, but I didn't want to make it like Tull HD or something like that. Like I wanted something
cringy.
Yeah, I don't really like that. So I was like, what can I do? And
MUFC Tull.
I seen someone else do the fucking thing, so I was like, fucking Tull.
Fkntul.
I like it.
Fknt, well, that's where you can find me.
I'd have gone with M6 Tull.
Why
Toll
M6?
The toll thing is on the M6.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it. Fuckers.
Yeah.
£2.50 now. Shocking.
Yeah.
Colin, where can everyone find you, mate?
Everyone can find me on TikTok, Talks Ford, Instagram, Connor Ford 165, and then we've got the podcast pages, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, the FC podcast. Find us wherever you.
Also, just quickly, could be a potential radio show coming up. Keep an eye out for that. You can find me on the radios every Monday night, 8 till 10. Come say hello. Come join in the shows. They're always good fun. Kieran D21. Is that my Instagram?
_21.
Something like that, yeah. You can find me. Thank you very much to ADA Creations and Printons. Thank you to Tull. Thoroughly enjoyed it, mate.
Yeah.
Make sure you come back. Had a really good time.
My first podcast experience. Loved it.
Hope you enjoyed
really,
it,
really good.
Especially having the headphones on.
It's good. People love the headphones.
A whole new world.
So
good,
the
mate.
headphones. It's weird when you stop talking afterwards. Like you like talk dead loud to people in public.
It's good though, like, because I thought like if I was doing a podcast, I might not wear headphones, but definitely wear the headphones if you're doing a podcast because you really get locked.
It's amplified, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're locked in.
Yeah.
Right.
It becomes an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Proper buzzing off here. Deadpan.
We're going to get some of these. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you later.
Stay safe, have a blast.